I dropped my sister off at a hotel in downtown Omaha because she was going to Japan for 2 weeks. And I leave the hotel, and I'm getting ready to get on the interstate, and my thermostat goes all the way up, like it's gonna overheat. And I smelled that burning smell, and then it came back down. I'm just driving home praying, and it's a 45-minute drive. I got all the way to my hometown, stopped the post office. The car was still driving, so I was like, okay. Drive 1 block to my house, park in the driveway, and the car dies in the driveway. And I was like, God, you got me all the way home. My first thought is, my new car is here. Like, I didn't start freaking out. I wasn't panicking. I wasn't upset. Like, I started praising in my driveway. I'm sure people who were driving by thought I was crazy, but I was like, my new car is here. God got me home safely. Like, I'm not worried about anything. So for the next couple weeks, I was just driving my sister's car, just praying and seeking God on what the next steps were, and really just keeping my faith the whole time. I kept reminding God of his promises to me. I kept reminding him I gave him all my savings. So I literally had no money to buy a new car. I didn't qualify for financing. Like, I had zero provision coming from myself to buy a new car. So I had to completely trust in God. About a week later, I'm still looking for cars. I looked at a couple and they just weren't it. So I find this car. It's on a Monday, and I'm telling my mom about it. I was like, I'm going to go look at this car because something just felt right about this car. And she said, why would you go look at a car that you don't have money for? And I was like, ooh, God. I was like, here's your opportunity. Then my sister texted me because she's in the living room with us. And she's like, I have $1,000 for you towards your new car. I was like, awesome. So Wednesday, I go drive to a town in Iowa, an hour and a half away. It's not even here in Omaha. Like, I have to drive to go look at this car. They let me test drive it, and as I'm test driving it, I hear God say, he's like, you deserve a nice car like this. Then I asked him about the price, and I said, are you firm on the price? And they kind of just look at each other and they're like, we had a higher price, and we've had a lot of people inquire about this car, but no one's ever come to look at it. And in my head, I was like, that's because it's my car. Like, God's been hiding it. And they dropped it another $300. I go home. The next day, the remainder of the money showed up. Someone gifted me the remainder of the money. They're like, God told me to give this to you. I was able to go pick up that car and purchase it on Friday. Someone gifted me money to go take it to a dealership and get it checked out. 3 different people gifted me money to pay for gas. So, God really provided. He upgraded me from a Ford Explorer to a Cadillac SRX.